How to help your child with mental illness. This is for the parents or even friends or carers of someone with mental illness. I have had my many struggles with my family, and over the years I have come to realise their point of view and how they felt in certain situations. And I've had lots of deep conversations with my dad, for example. He was like the main person who looked after me, and I've had deep conversations with him and how he coped with it and what he suggests people should do and how they should react, not react. And we've had conversations about what was helpful for me at the time and what wasn't helpful. And I want to do a little video about that and let parents especially know how to handle and deal with your children or your child who's going through a very hard situation. So I've written 6 things down, 6 main pointers which I thought are really important, so I'm just going to start it here. So the first one on my list is listen. That is the main one, and lots of doctors and everything will tell you actually this. If you go to them and tell them that your child is suffering with certain things, they will actually tell you that is the main thing. It's just to listen and not to interrupt and try and get your point across. It's just to sit down and actually listen to what your child has to say, ask questions, get to understand them, and listen to what they're actually saying, because they might be saying they feel okay, but if you actually listen, they're not okay. My second thing is don't get angry. I know a lot of parents get frustrated just because they love their child and everything, but it's the worst thing for someone with mental illness is for you to get angry at them. It just causes chaos and it makes you feel very vulnerable. So don't get angry. I know how hard it is, but even if it gets to the point where you're just having a conversation with that person who is struggling and you have to say, just give me 5 minutes, go into separate rooms, cool off, and then come back to it, because arguing and getting angry is only going to make the situation worse. Number 3, be honest. Be honest about where you are and be honest about how you feel. If they tell you something and it upsets you, just be honest. But don't be cruel about it. Don't be very vindictive and say, oh, you're making me feel like this. Just be saying, it is sad to hear this, and you are very sad because you care, because you need to explain why you must be sad. Don't just say, you're making me sad, because that's just going to make the person feel upset, guilty, and it's not helpful. Number 4 is don't smother the person. Parents, I know, have a tendency, if they, for example, find out their child is self-harming, will go into their room and try and find all the sharp objects and be constantly checking in on them every 5 seconds when they're in the room alone. This doesn't help a person who is self-harming, because they will find a way to do it either way as well. You're not going to be able to stop them. They will find a way to do it, and smothering them is only going to make them angrier and make them feel even worse about themselves. So don't smother. Number 5 is ask for help. You are not a professional, and if you need help, you should ask for it. You can't always deal with your child or your friend by yourself. And this is especially for people in school. If your friend has a mental illness, don't try and take it on and try and help them all by yourself. Tell someone, because if it's your friend, they could possibly make you feel bad and it could affect you, and then you're in a bad position and you could result in having some sort of depression or anxiety yourself because you're getting yourself worked up. So ask for help. And my 6th thing is understand you can't cure them. A lot of people don't understand this, and it is very hard to get to understand this, but you can't cure someone. No matter what you do, you can't cure them. That person has got to want to do it themselves, has got to want to help themselves. You can't force them, and you can't cure them. There isn't a cure. They may have it for life. It may not be as bad for life. They may learn to cope with certain things, but you cannot cure them. You can't wave your magic wand and make it all go away. It's not going to happen. No matter how angry you get, how nice you are with them, whatever you buy them, do with them, you can't cure them. Nothing is going to cure them. They've got to work through it themselves. They've got to help themselves. A lot of it is self-help, They'll need guidance from certain professionals, they'll need support from you, but you cannot cure them. They just need your support. So that is my 6 things that you should know and kind of do if you are helping someone with a mental illness.